Welcome to the YYYY District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 5662, State of Texas versus Joseph Patrick Keefe. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 10:30 a.m. on the first day of July 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you're in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if we could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks of the state of Texas.
Derek Emmons for Mr. Keefe.
Sir, are you the same Joseph Keefe, charged by indictment with felon in possession of a firearm? Is that you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And stated we proceeding with the punishment enhancements.
No, Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon those enhancements.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Keefe, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case. I ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Emmons, do we waive reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And then, Mr. Keefe, we'll go back to share screen. I'm going to show you a document. It's called The Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference. And I'm using my cursor to circle around an electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're telling me you understand. Signing this, you're telling me two things. One, you understand that normally we do pleas live in an open court, but you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the second thing is your electronic signature on this, as well as all of your other electronic signatures on the plea packet in front of me today. You're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed those documents. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen. Now I'm showing you another document called the Court's Admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the bottom of page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you are telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that before you signed the court's admonishments?
Yes, I did.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go to share screen another time, but this time I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes.
Do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's an electronic signature to the right, or rather to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, they are, Your Honor.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with 5 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and with a $1,500 fine. And then one of your signatures, the one to the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Mr. Keefe, I'm not bound by a plea bargain, and I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
Or not, Judge.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, then I'll allow you to withdraw the plea. Proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
As I understand that,
Yes, sir.
I talked to the corporal.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Let's see, it's a little bit loud back there, so I turned your mic off, but I'll be still asking some questions. It's going to be a little awkward for you, but I'd prefer if you just leave your microphone off until I ask you a question. But are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual or rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
In my opinion, he is.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, Your Honor.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachment.
No
objections.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments prior to getting on the record, and I find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. I find you guilty. Counsel, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
There's no legal reason, Judge.
Being no legal reason, in accordance with agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 5 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I'll give you credit for time served. There's a $1,500 fine. The time and the money shall run concurrent. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting that you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this. I'll provide it to a copy to your attorney to provide to you. Yes, Mr. Emmons.
Judge, can I also ask the court to run this case concurrent with the 2 cases on parole out of which you sentenced out of the 144th? Those cases are probably on the indictment, but I can read them off to you as well.
Yeah, we lost your screen. Can you turn your screen back on for us, Mr. Emmons?
I can, Judge.
Okay.
Can you see me? Okay.
Yes, sir. I can run those concurrent. What are the cause numbers? We lost you again, Mr. Emmons.
I'm going to it's 2016 CR 0116 and 2016 CR 0015.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I can do that. Those will run concurrent. All right, sir. Again, I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Judge, I think I gave you the wrong cause number. It's 0115 and 0116.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing else from either side, good luck to you, Mr. Keefe. This matter is now concluded. We're in recess and I'm turning off YouTube Live.